So, can you sue a debt settlement company for violating the law? Are these companies scam companies? Hey, I appreciate you watching this video. This is Attorney John Watts, and this is something that we've seen for quite a while, but it's only going to get worse with this coronavirus that we're dealing with the economic fallout of this, and that is these debt settlement, sometimes they're called debt adjustment companies. And basically what they do is they say, look, stop paying all your bills. You send a monthly payment to us. We'll hold that money, and then when your creditors become desperate, then we'll settle it for pennies on the dollar, and it'll be a great deal. Well, the problem is, first of all, some of these are just outright scams. I mean, they just literally take your money and they're gone, okay? But others are real companies, bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. But what they do is they're violating the law. They may tell you that you have a lawyer and you don't have a lawyer. Or they may tell you that they've settled and they really haven't settled. And so what's a very quick and easy way to know if you're dealing with a scam company? I'll give you 4 questions to ask your debt settlement company. And these are very, very simple questions. And if they can't answer these questions, that ought to be a sign that something is not right here. So very quickly, here are the 4 questions. How much have I paid you? Who have you settled on my behalf, and how much have you paid them? How much have you taken in fees? And then number 4, how much is left in my account? Pretty simple. So question number 1, how much have I paid you? Now, you'll know this also, but just test them on this, because they almost always will have a sort of a third-party processing company that will pull money out of your bank account, because most of them, they can't charge credit cards because there's so much fraud and like I said, scam in this industry that most credit card companies won't deal with them. So look at your bank statement and say, okay, I've been paying $500 a month for 20 months. All right, paid them $10,000. So you call them on the phone. Hey, how much have I paid you? They ought to be able to tell you really quick, or call you right back and say, you paid $10,000. All right, that's fine. Now, question number 2, who have you settled? And here's where they usually get a little bit squirrely. They'll say, well, we've settled with your Wells Fargo account. It was $8,000 and we've settled that. You go, great. How much did you pay them? Well, it's kind of complicated, and just focus on the $8,000 that we may go away. Boy, we are so incredible. No. I want to know, tell me as far as settlement, who have you paid? How much have you paid them? And get your pen out. All right, I got my pen out. All right, you say you settled Wells Fargo? How much? And you write that number down. Who else have you settled with? They go, well, we worked something out with Capital One. Okay, great. How much did you pay Capital One? And you write that down. And then you go check this. Okay, call Wells Fargo. Call Capital One. Log in. Is your account zero balance, showing that it's been paid? Or does Wells Fargo, who they say you have an $8,000 balance, they say, yeah, we're getting $50 a month from your debt settlement company. It's like, wait a minute. My debt settlement company told me they paid them, $3,000, $5,000, totally settled it. No, they're really paying them $50 a month. So, again, go back to our 4 questions. Number 1, how much have I paid you? Number 2, who have you paid and how much have you paid them? Number 3, how much have you charged me in fees? Now, here's where they really get squirrely. They'll say, we'll take, 10% of what we settle as our fee. Okay. But then if you really press them, you'll find out there's an $80 a month processing fee. There's a $50 a month maintenance fee. There's a $49.97 file fee. There's look, it doesn't matter what they call it. It's sort of like you go to the car dealership and you're buying a car. And the way that I was taught to buy a car is you say, look, I don't care what you charge me for the car mat, floor mats, whatever. I want the drive off the lot price. Okay? What's the amount that makes this car mine? I don't care if you call it a title fee or a dock fee, or I don't care anything about that. Just tell me what the drive off the lot price is. Same thing with these debt settlement companies. How much have I paid you? Now, if you ask the 4th question, you can also figure this out. Because remember, question number 1 is, how much have I paid you? Number 2, how much have you paid out and who have you paid it to? Number 3, how much have you charged me in fees? Number 4, how much is left in my account? The way they almost always set this up is they go, you have this special account and you control it. And only when we settle do we pull money from there to do the settlement. And of course, we take our fees. Well, if you know, first of all, that you paid $10,000 and they paid out, let's say $2,000, well, then you should have $8,000 minus whatever their fee is. Well, I've seen some of these where it's literally those numbers. Okay, $10,000, they paid out $2,000, and they say you have $500 in your account. Really? So I paid $7,500 in fees. Oh, no, it's not $7,500 in fees. There's a maintenance, there's a this charge and this surcharge and that. I don't care what you call it. It's all a fee. So that's my suggestion for you. If you're dealing with one of these companies, now if you're not dealing with them, I'll be honest with you, I would never deal with the debt settlement company. You could do it yourself. But if you find yourself dealing with one, just ask them those questions. Now, there's more to it than that. Okay, even if they haven't stolen your money outright, a lot of times they're breaking the law. So anybody watching this, for example, in Georgia, definitely get in touch with us because Georgia has great laws, and these companies operate nationwide, so we can sue them anywhere. We can sue them in Alabama for what they did in Georgia, and other states have very good laws as well. But just start with those 4 questions: how much have I paid you? How much have you paid out? How much in fees? And how much do I have left? And if they won't answer those questions, that's a really, really bad sign. Or maybe it's a good sign, however you want to think about it. It lets you know you're dealing with a terrible company and you definitely need to get that checked out. So our phone number is 205-879-2447, or you can go to alabamaconsumer.com. Appreciate you watching this video, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.